Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay Ezra, and on this channel I cover music production and we talk about music related subjects. So today I'm going to be answering two questions. The first one is, what is a talkbox? And the second one is, how does it work? So before we begin, if you ended up watching the entire video and you learned something or you enjoyed it, please press the like button and then consider subscribing so you don't miss any videos in the future. I post videos every single week and I reply to as many comments as I can. So subscribe if you want to join the family. Alright, so I'll get right in by going over a little bit of history of the talkbox. So back in the mid-30s, a couple of musicians would actually use throat microphones that were developed by the US military for pilots in order to modulate their voices. So this would be kind of the beginning of the modern day talkbox. So fast forward to 1964, a Nashville-based musician named Pete Drake released a song called Forever, using what would be known as basically the modern day talkbox, or the talkbox that we're all used to today. And I actually highly recommend checking out the song because it's really cool to see how things were back then and how the talkbox was incorporated in that type of music back in 1964. So since then, many musicians have used a talkbox in their songs, and I'm going to read it off a list here. So there is Haitian Divorce by Steely Dan, Pigs by Pink Floyd, Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue, Do You Feel Like We Do by Peter Frampton, Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith, Rocky Mountain Way by Joe Walsh, California Love by Tupac, which Roger Troutman actually did the talkbox vocals for. Then there's also More Bounce to the Ounce, which is done by Roger Troutman. And then one of the newer songs that has come out recently is actually 24 Karat Love by Bruno Mars. And the talkbox vocals to that song are actually done by a guy called Mr. Talkbox. He has a YouTube channel. I highly recommend checking him out, especially if you're starting to use the talkbox. His videos are super inspiring. So I know I couldn't include everyone on the list, so if I'm missing someone that you absolutely love, please write it down in the comments for everyone else to see. So fun fact, on the Jimmy Dean Show, a lady in the audience asked Pete Drake if his talkbox was hurting his vocal cords or if it was connected to his vocal cords in any kind of way. And back then the technology was so new that people didn't really know how it works. And it's almost the same way today. Not many people know what a talkbox is, and not many people know how it works. So I can tell you right now that it is no way connected to your vocal cords. It doesn't hurt your throat in any kind of way. And I think the only way that you would be able to injure yourself with a talkbox is maybe if you hit yourself over the head with it or something, maybe. But besides that, the talkbox is harmless. It's not going to hurt your throat in any kind of way. So this ties in perfectly with the next question, which is going to be, how does it work? So I'm going to give you guys a super technical explanation before I give you my version of it, which is a little bit more simpler. So on my screen here, the super technical version says, typically a talkbox directs sound from the instrument into the musician's mouth by means of a plastic tube adjacent to their vocal microphone. The musician controls the modification of the instrument's sound by changing the shape of the mouth, vocalizing the instrument's input into a microphone. So that's pretty spot on, but basically my simpler version is that you want to start off with a sound source. So most musicians will use a guitar or a synthesizer. So this isn't a synthesizer, but it is a MIDI keyboard, and I've connected it to my talkbox. And so basically what's going to happen is the sound from your synthesizer or your guitar is going to travel to the talkbox, and then from the talkbox it's going to go through the tube. And then from the exit end of the tube, the sound is going to go directly into your mouth, and then you're going to shape the words in order to make something that sounds like words or a song. All right, so here's a little example.
Hello, my name is Jay Ezra, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh yeah, baby.
And a big misconception with talkboxes is you don't actually make any noise with your mouth when you use a talkbox. So as an example, if you would want to say something like hello, you wouldn't actually say hello with your own voice. All you would have to do is mouth it and then press the keys on the keyboard to get a sound that sounds like hello. So let's say you don't have the keyboard, it would sound like this. That's what it would sound like, and the rest would be filled in by the noise coming from the keyboard.
Hello.
Now, like I said, this isn't a synthesizer, this is just my MIDI keyboard, but I actually made a video on how to set up a TalkBox with the MIDI keyboard using FL Studio. So if you're interested in that, there'll be a little tag on the top right-hand corner for my video on that. If you want to click on it and watch it, go ahead. There'll also be a playlist at the end of the video that you can watch that has all of my music-related content on there. Alright guys, this is the end, so thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, write them down in the comments. And if I missed anything, let us know down in the comments so everyone else can learn too. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Like I always say, be kind, be happy, and peace out.